and we see that Wisconsin, Florida, they're matched up in one of the games, followed by Baylor and South Carolina. So from this region, which player do you believe will be deemed the most outstanding player?
Well, I've been high on Baylor all season long, so I'm going to continue and ride that into the tournament. And for my most outstanding player, I'm going to go with Jonathan Motley. Here is a guy who was, in his sophomore year, a player where he would have a good game and he would celebrate that game. And by that, I mean he would score 23 points in a night, followed by 22 points total in his next 5 games. So it would be a situation where he'd have to learn and grow from that and become more consistent in his junior year, and that's exactly what he did. And for him to be able to mature from sophomore to junior year and under Scott Drew's watch, and also be able to be such a dominant force underneath, he's huge for this team defensively and also on the offensive side of the ball. I love what he's been able to do. He, to me, coming out of the East region at least, is my most outstanding player.
All right. Well, if Baylor goes through all the way to Glendale, then he will be a big reason why.
Yes.
However, I don't believe Baylor will go through all the way to Glendale. I believe
Right.
the team that comes out of Madison Square Garden going to Arizona is Wisconsin. And their lead guy, the guy that we hear from all of the Big Ten coaches say that he is the man. You've got to try to stop him, try to contain him, and maybe, just maybe, you can stop the rest of that Badgers team. That would be their point guard, Bronson Koenig. Koenig leads the team in scoring with a 14.5 clip. He has made a school record 100, exactly, three-pointers this season. Now, here's the issue. He has had 2 of the worst shooting performances of his career at Madison Square Garden. But I believe that third time's the charm here for Koenig in the world's most famous arena. And this is what we're talking about. Some of these other teams through the course of the tournament and our discussion about it, whether it was before the tournament even started or while we were breaking down each round. This team has a chance. Bronson Koenig has a chance to go to a 3rd Final Four in his career. We don't talk enough about the experience of Wisconsin. We shouldn't have been surprised at what we saw in seeing them knock off Villanova and getting to this point. Yet, a lot of people were. And then, honestly, I'm probably in that group as well. I just didn't think that they had enough this year, but they've proven me wrong. They've proven me otherwise, and I'm going to ride with Bronson Koenig and Wisconsin.